Mark Twain famously said that Banaras is older than history, older than tradition, older even than legend, and looks twice as old as all of them put together. Varanasi, my home city, has been the epicenter of art, philosophy, and learning. The city has been a center for trade since ancient times, and one notable signature item has been the Banarasi Saree. There are ancient writings of a garment called Hiranyavastra, a golden cloth that was supposedly worn by gods and had divine origins. This garment is particularly linked to Varanasi and is believed to be an older version of the Banarasi Saree. Varanasi, along with the surrounding region, has always been great for cultivating cotton, and the city served as a regional capital for many great empires, including the Mauryans and the Nandas. This prosperity was also mirrored in our textile industry. Banarasi sarees have always been super popular. The weaving patterns used by the karigars have always been super iconic and luxurious. Their signature cotton brocades are documented to have originally featured religious motifs, making them super iconic for a millennia. But then we see a massive shift in the 16th century, when Persian weavers and artisans from Gujarat migrated to Varanasi and its nearby regions following famines along the coast. These weavers then started experimenting with silk imported from China for making the Banarasi Saree, which soon enough became much more widely popular. It is often the Mughals who get the credit for making the Banarasi Saree, but that is far from the truth. Banarasi Saree has existed for way longer, though it is during the time of the Mughal rule that the Banarasi Saree, especially the Banarasi silk saree, saw its golden age. Because you see, the Mughals loved luxury and they loved silk and they adorned the Banarasi Saree. And as a result of this cultural mashup, the Banarasi Saree became more popular than ever before, with the Zari now made in precious metals such as gold and silver while featuring Persian motifs with heavy embroidery. But soon after, as the British took control over India's textile industry, the handloom sector was almost completely wiped out, and the Banarasi Saree ultimately became dormant after centuries of glory. It was only after India's independence that the Banarasi Saree rebuilt itself and now represents India as one of its most adorned garments. What really sets apart the Banarasi Saree from its counterparts is the insane craftsmanship that goes into it, especially the Kadhwa technique, where each motif is stitched individually into the silk. There are no loose threads on the back, making it look almost identical to how it does on the front. This is a very slow process and can take anywhere from between 15 days to 4 months to complete, which is what makes an authentic hand-woven Banarasi silk saree so expensive. In fact, some of the ones that we have here go from 60,000 to 1.5 lakhs or $600 to $1,500. A lot of people mistake the Banarasi saree to be only made of pure silk, which is not the case. Well, you do have the cotton sarees which are pure silk, but then you also have heavier organza sarees and the lighter georgette ones, which use blends to allow room for more creativity and comfort. In fact, you can also buy the traditional cotton Banarasi sarees for everyday use to have a lot more breathability and comfort. Alright, this was a brief history of the Banarasi Saree, and while there are hundreds of regional art forms for making a saree, the Banarasi silk saree remains the most popular. Or maybe I'm just biased because I grew up wandering around the streets. Tell us what other regional sarees would you like us to cover on the channel, and I will see you in the next one.